Have you ever been caught in the crossfire of someone else's family drama? I live beside the definition of the girl next door. Athena was naturally beautiful, very intelligent, basically gave the vibe of Rory Gilmore from Gilmore Girls, a show I only watched because she told me to. Me and her family have always been pretty close. They were the type to invite you to everything and make you feel like you're one of them. And because I don't have a dad, this meant everything to me, especially when I got old enough to be invited to his gun range visits or weekend golf trips. And don't get me wrong, I love my mom. She's actually my favorite person, but she is so kind that she never forced me out of my comfort zone. And that was something Athena's dad did, and being an ex-veteran made him an even better role model. Even with how things ended, I still attribute a lot of my chivalry and gentleman-like qualities to him. But of course, at the time I didn't appreciate it, because my main motivation was getting close to Athena, not even in an aroused way. She was the type of girl you want to make pasta for, to spoil her with everything you have. Sometimes I could have sworn she was flirting back, but either way, I always told myself that if we ended up as just friends, it would still be a W, because she was an amazing person that I wanted in my life. So when she started dating Trent, a guy from our high school, I didn't even care, because by that point she was more like my little sister anyway. The only one who cared was her dad. He'd say he was bad news, that he didn't trust his intentions, just normal dad stuff. One day I was with Athena when she started crying her eyes out. I proceeded to ask the most intelligent question I could think of. Are you on your period or something? She just stared at me, before crying 10 times harder. She didn't say anything, just left to go to the bathroom. And when she returned a few seconds later, she had sticks in her hands, like those blue and white clear blue sticks. There must have been like 10 of them, all with double lines. I honestly couldn't even look at her, not because I was judging, but because I was a 16-year-old boy with the emotional capacity of a chicken nugget. That's when she pulled out her big black iPhone and went on to Snapchat. There it was. The arrow beside Trent's name was gray. He had blocked her. My stomach twisted, and I gently took the phone from her and read their texts. I'll summarize. His final message read, "What the actual F? I thought you promised you took plan B." That was it. Nothing else. She still hadn't said anything, and I swear I thought this was some weird prank. Athena? I know! It's awful! She interrupted before starting to cry even harder. I asked her if she told her parents yet, and that's when she finally revealed her ulterior motive. No, I was actually hoping you would do it for me. Her voice was meek, like a child asking their mom for a third scoop of ice cream. I wanted to bury my face in my hands, to sigh and pinch the bridge of my nose, but instead, I just nodded, because I knew she was right. It was better coming from me. I never knew that her dad would blame me. I began to zone out and think of how to do it. Can you please just do it right now, Daniel? I just want to get it over with. Her timidness had disappeared and was now replaced with an anxious urgency. My face contorted into a completely straight face, like the emoji. I grabbed the sticks and went downstairs. Her mom wasn't home, but her dad was. His mouth stretched open so wide I thought his jaw would break. His eyes practically popped out of his skull. "Trent?" was all he could manage to say. I nodded, and his fists immediately clenched as he grabbed his keys to go find him, but I stopped him. "Sir, can I give my 2 cents?" The word sir immediately disarmed him as much as I'd hoped, so he let me continue. "I think you should just focus on comforting Athena. She's very scared right now." His fists loosened. He put his hand on my shoulder and just nodded. "Son, can you stay the night tonight?" he asked. The house was tense, and I knew my mom would let me, so I agreed. I slept on Athena's floor that night just listening to her cry, because she kept telling me to leave her the F alone. The next day, her dad woke me up at 5 a.m. and pulled me into another room. "Son, you come from a good family. Me and my wife see you as our own." I furrowed my eyebrows, not liking where things were heading. "I'm getting old, son. I won't be around to keep Athena safe forever, let alone her baby." He took a deep breath, and again put his hand on my shoulder. "Sometimes in life, you have to be a man, and take care of what's yours." Confusion flooded my brain. "Sir, I'm not raising Athena's baby. You know I want to join the Corps." "What?" Suddenly his fatherly love was replaced with anger. "After everything? I didn't know your beach mother raised a puss." I immediately clocked him. Ex-veteran or not, there was no way I'd let someone say that about my mother. I pushed him off me as hard as I could and stormed out, but little did I know, her dad wouldn't let me get away so easily. The rest of the full video is on my channel and linked below.